Ricardo Christie making his first appearance in the round of 16 this season. And Felipe pays for that as we continue on. Brand new heat getting started. Seth Moniz taking on Billy Kemper. More waves on the way here. Kemper knifes that takeoff, pulls in, now deep. Billy into daylight. Even more fired up. Each and every day, each and every barrel Billy makes, he becomes more deadly, putting pressure immediately on Seth Moniz. That's going to be a throwaway score. Here's Kemper.
Yeah, Billy Kemper slotting in beautifully, and I love the length on this one. You know, not one of those big, wide open tube rides, so it becomes a little bit more technical, and Billy slides in beautifully. Unchallenged for that wave, by the way, as Billy comes sliding out the end of it. So Billy Kemper drawing first blood here up against Seth Moniz, and it's looking like a pretty solid keeper. Great style, great positioning, and this guy's hungry. I mean, he is a true competitor. He's in the back of his mind, he's got jaws that's beckoning right now as well. And a 5.90 to kick things off, just due to the size of that wave, Joe. It wasn't one of the biggest set rides. It was more the medium-sized one, but a beautiful tube ride nonetheless, and a 5.9, a solid score.
Solid wave, and there's the posture once again for Kemper. He'll go back into the pocket. Another set starting to build out the back. It'll be a split peak. Moniz in the barrel of Pipeline. Makes it out. There's the wrapping turn for the rookie on tour. And the Hawaiian starting to fight back.
As his top score right now, and that's a split peak right there. Seth Moniz answers back to Billy Kemper's ride. He needed that. He needed to get a good score on the board. His last ride at 1.70, so that was deemed an incomplete ride.
Conditions continue to pulse. Further down the line is Seth Moniz under Billy's priority. He makes it. Late hit off the roof. He was trying to float that section.
That was incredible there from Seth Moniz. Just to have the whereabouts on the exit of that tube ride to go for that floater maneuver, that is total commitment.
Billy here, just sitting a little bit further wide.
Yeah, have a look at this one. Slides in nice and clean. And again, that wave clamping at the end, but just timing was absolutely perfect.
Arrows locking into this one. We've got Seth Moniz trying to find some speed on the backhand. Aggressive pumps with his back to the wave, and he'll get clipped there. His wave previous, though, is 6.83.
Score. More waves out the back.
Now seeing the split peak. Kemper looking back door. Remember, Kemper in the heat with Seth. Jack Freestone's in the heat with Ryan Callanan in the overlapping format. Be John Kelly, or Seth. Kelly was on the split with Moniz. Moniz went to Pipeline, got barreled, and spit out once again. What a way to kick off your heat against Joan Duru. Here comes Kemper. The king of Jaws looks back into pipe. And I loved how he told us about the Pipe Invitational win, how much it meant to him.
Yeah, Seth just keeping busy, you know. I think Billy Kemper's starting to close the gap just a little bit. Have a look at this one. This is a nugget, Joe.
Cupped out, bowled up. Billy was making that one without a problem.
Absolutely right. I love the body language. I love the way he held the rail, then he let go, drove through, repositioned, and came out nicely at the end for a 4.80. Seth, though, still in the lead. You can see how that he gets that weight nice and forward. Double pumps, almost leans into the wave and uses the wave as a bit of resistance. Incredible stuff there from Billy Kemper. There was a lot going on. That was super technical.
19:40 on the clock with Seth and Billy Kemper fighting for that spot in the round of 16. Moniz, wild takeoff. Fins come out, slides a bit, but it was all controlled. So critical, a lot on the line for all competitors. Also wild cards like Kemper, who had so much going on that last wave. Dane K. Aloha in 1983. You guys ended up becoming really good friends, Potts. Back then, was there a lot of sharing of that kind of information to help each other succeed? Back to this, because it's a wide open pit for Billy Kemper. He'll even get a sneaky little drift going down on the maneuver. Kemper's read. What was the big difference here?
Yeah, well, a little bit of a smaller wave, backdoored that section, and then finished off with a nice maneuver.
But falling on his previous, getting the exit on the following wave, upside down, technical takeoff, Seth Moniz. Another massive completion of Pipeline.
Oh, you can hear the crowd going absolutely wild. It's such a gladiators arena. It's such an incredibly intense wave. And Seth Moniz, that was probably one of the bigger ones we've seen.
Check it out one more time.
Yeah, good solid wave. What commitment there from Seth Moniz, and comes out with the spit. And bails the board. But look at the takeoff. Look how that board starts to slide and tweak out. And Seth, just the ability to hang it in there and set that rail and make those fins, hook in and engage on the face of that wave is incredible. What a wave this is for Seth Moniz. Beautiful positioning, nice and high. Keeping an eye on that exit. Comes out with the spit. I mean, that was a beautiful wave. I'm calling Seth's best wave, so he's got to better that 6.83 in my eyes.
Pipe 3 final appearances. How's this cave?
Oh, my gosh. That could possibly have been a 10-point ride right there.
Seth Moniz looking for the highlight reel.
Have a look at this out the back, though.
Out the back, Kemper head down, pulls in onto the hood. Looks like he has some daylight. He'll make it. Kemper chasing down a 9.36. Billy runs out of time. What a performance, though, and a statement from the wild card, who will be getting quickly on an airplane and heading over to Jaws to compete for yet another title on one of his favorite venues around the world. Seth Moniz still with Olympic dreams in his mind.